ones close to you that you gotta watch. Make sure you leave it everything you brought. Pirates on the yacht, give me what you got. I'm eating good, but still I like to stir the pot. Why you acting dangerous when you know you're not? Had to come remind you, act like you forgot. Homie, pass the rock right here, I got the shot. Dunking over top of all the mental blocks. Bust through doors, how you gonna do that? If I'm in your space, how you gonna react? What the hell you doing here? What the hell, go back. Keep on treating me like skin, I'm fucking get black, nigga. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Just prepare to. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. I like my consequences die. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Fire. I can't get no satisfaction. I'm on edge. I can't control my reaction. They around me and I don't know what's happening, cause I fight back, but they keep on attacking. Get them big guns on me, got them big ones on me. Boy, it's like Tupac clone me. Boy, I'm like Big's big homie. Boy, I'm like two Shaq and Kobe's. Four of them dudes can't hold me. Born for this, the Lord of this. I'm Morpheus, I'm just trying to find a road beat. Let's go. You are now in tune with that bomb shit. I am coming through like a comet. Commas, profit, all in my pocket. That's knowledge, I'm about to come through and make a deposit. You are now in tune with that bomb shit. I am coming through like a comet. Commas, profit, all in my pocket. Somebody stop it, somebody call the department, cause everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. I like my consequences die. Just prepare to. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. I'm looking at it with a smile. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. Fire. You are now in tune. I am coming through.
Hello everyone and welcome to the third and final instalment of Building My Home Gym series. A few things have changed since part one. First of all, I have a gym now. How exciting. And second of all, I've shaved my head and look like Humpty Dumpty, yes, in before comments. So thought I'd get that out of the way now. Whilst I'm getting things out of the way, if you have watched the first two parts and you've enjoyed them and haven't subscribed, why not? Make sure you do it down below. If you're new to this video and you're enjoying it so far, then subscribe down below and drop it a like. Other than that, I will just basically run you through what is left to do. So, LED strip lights still to go in there. I've got an electrician coming next week because I think I could do it myself, but you know, wires, electrics, easy to cock up, so don't want to do that. Gonna get the Gorilla Tape just to seal off all the bits in the horse matting. And I mopped the other day, but I think I must have picked up a whole load of dust, so all I've really done is spread around dirt on the floor. So I'm gonna mop again and get that cleaned up. Decal going on the wall here, decal going on the wall here, and decal going on the wall here. Bit of marketing for a few exciting things I have going on moving forward, which is intriguing to say the least. But what I'm going to do is just run you through everything that's in the room, everything in the space, and further down the line, in a few months' time, maybe a few weeks' time, who knows, I'm getting a lot of use out of this place, so it could be sooner rather than later. But what I'll do is I'll just sort of review the space, review all the kit, if I would have done anything differently, if I change anything moving forward, etc, etc. So, I'll take you through what we've got here and crack on. Right, so going to start with the dumbbell and kettlebell rack I've got here. Worth mentioning as well that I do have a pair of 35s and a pair of 40s coming as well. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put the light dumbbells down on the bottom rack here, and then the heavier dumbbells up here, and then just have the whole top shelf for kettlebells only. So a bit more spacing between them, just for some feng shui, you know. But at the moment I've got 10s, 15s, 20s, 25s, 30s, and I have 35s and 40s coming as well. But in terms of space and efficiency, this thing has been an absolute godsend so far. Yes, it's quite a big unit, but in terms of easy access, having the space underneath, etc., and the space for the room itself, it's been absolutely perfect. So that is working really quite well. And got all the kettlebells I'll ever need. Dumbbells wise, could I do with 2.5s as well? Maybe. Do I need them in the home gym setup? No. So in terms of space versus sort of efficiency overall, big win there. Also got a 30 kilo slam ball and a 50 kilo slam ball, just for a bit more dynamic Metcon stuff. I've got driveway out there which I can use in the summer, you know, tap off, belt on, scare the neighbours, get some complaints, you know how it is. But overall, that space has been really effective so far. Doesn't really get in the way of anything else. Just a great storage little unit, and it's working perfectly up until now. Got the black box utility flat bench here, which, given that I have a history in powerlifting, I've always been a little bit picky about flat benches, as I've never really got on with the ones that aren't to competition standard. And there is nothing more annoying than when you get on a competition standard bench and your scaps just slip out because there's no grip on it. But without adding a whole load of chalk, without adding a resistance band, this has been absolutely fantastic so far. I've loved benching in here. J-hooks on the rack have been perfect for me as well, so that is all good. Also got the utility adjustable bench over here, which again, so easy to assemble and has been working out really well. I did have a hanger for the flat bench arriving to go on this wall here, but as you might be able to see, we drilled into this wall to try and put the dip hanger up, and this is basically like sandstone. So the nature of new builds in the UK, as a lot of you will be aware, is that sometimes builders will cut corners. So these are rock solid breeze blocks, probably about as good a set of breeze blocks as you can get, and this is like sandstone. So the drill went in and just disappeared into there. So this wall is out of use for hanging anything on, so I think I'm just gonna have to have the bench down on the floor and just move them around as I use them. So other adjustable stuff coming in, I've got a landmine attachment in there, as well as a dip attachment for the rack here, so that can just be attached on at any stage. And then the new additions, I've got to touch these bits up as using the hacksaw to get the bolts on in there. Destroyed the wall a little bit, so all my nice work whitening up the wall before we put everything in was a waste of time. Anyway, lessons learned. So I've got 4 of these. These are all rated to 100 kilos each, but I've got a 20, a 10, a 5, 2.5 and a 1.25 on this side and on that side over there. And then on this, 4 20s, so 20 kilos of weight to spare in terms of the weight bearing on the wall. And just so I can show you, exact same setup on this side. Logic with that is just if I'm loading and unloading, the majority of the time anyway, I'm not really going to be going above 4 plates too frequently, and I'll be putting the 1.25s, the 2.5s on and off in warm-ups, etc. So whilst this 20 is at the back, I'm probably not going to be using it that often, so it's not going to seem like too much of a pain if I do get there. But again, been really, really useful. Haven't had those wall mounted for a little while, got them done the other day, and already proving so useful. I think the biggest thing I've taken away from this so far is that if you do have a confined space, wall storage is an absolute godsend. So bear that in mind. And on that note, we come on to the barbell hanger. So this is the Black Box Belfast bar, and this is a Texas deadlift bar. And as you can see, we got the clearance about as good as we possibly could, because that was about 1 millimeter off the floor. Not loads of excess space at the top to take it out, but this has been perfect. And the garage just slots past it right here. So I'm not saying it's fate, but it's pretty damn close. So that's useful. Storage, everything's out of the way. The one thing that is a bit in the way, and that's on me to figure out, is the safety bar. So I'm going to keep that on the rack when it's out. I was thinking of getting 2 hooks from Screwfix up here and hanging it down, but given that this stone is the same as this one, I think that's off the table. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is putting the safety bar through in the sort of storage section on the other side of the garage, and then just bring it through when I'm using it, because I'll only use that really once a week for assistance movements, and it is a big heavy duty bar that probably gets in the way of the space that I've got here at the moment, so best to just use it as and when rather than have it taking up space in the meantime. No chalk bowl, but reusing old protein tubs, and I've got a whole load of chalk down in there. Chalk in a home gym means a lot of clearing up, but I'm not a big fan of liquid chalk, so win some, lose some. And then the main event really, obviously got lockjaw collars down there. Now the actual main event, I got sidetracked there. But the folding rack. So I've got pull-ups, I've got just the perfect setup for the space, because this can go into the wall as you've seen in previous videos, and if you haven't seen it in previous videos you can go back and watch them, they're very good, I'd encourage you to do so. And these J-hooks have been great, height on the rack has been great for me. You can sometimes get caught out a little bit in terms of J-hook spacing, but everything's been working out well. But yeah, I've been having this out most of the time, just because whilst there's only one person training here at a time, the spacing is fine to leave this out. I just take the safety bars off, put them down on the floor. That's another thing as well. I've got some wall mounted safety storage that I'm going to put in here, and then these can be hung on the wall and just taken out and added whenever I need them. So if there's ever two of us training in here, Erin and I training at the same time, I'll just fold this into the wall, put the safeties up here, hang the barbell bar? Sorry, I'm way off. Hang the pull-up bar off the rack down there, fold it into the wall, all this space opens up, happy days, everybody wins. So this is something that I definitely recommend if you are short of space. I've already got a whole load of use out of it and can already sort of reap the rewards, which is awesome. But in terms of safety structure, I've had 190 kilos on the bar for triples, and it's felt great. It's felt great. So I'm up towards 200 to 220 in the next couple of weeks. So that'll be a real test to see how stable it feels, but it's rated up to 300 kilos, so there shouldn't be any issues there. But all in all, I mean, that's pretty much all I've got in the space for the time being. I'm pretty confident that I've used the space as well as we could have done. Black Box were awesome in terms of the design and just making sure that everything was effective as possible. Bit of a bummer about this not being available for storage because of the wall quality, I guess, but few more things to sort, like I want to get rid of these wires, they just don't look great. I've tried to sort of, well, tried to not paint over them, but have done, as you can see, but I'm going to try and get them in some sort of casing just for some more aesthetic gains. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much good to go for a while. There's a few accessories on Black Box's website that have caught my eye, but I'll rein it in for the time being. I'll rein it in. All in all, everything is going very, very well. Training has been fantastic. In terms of convenience, it's been amazing. But more importantly, gyms are still closed in the UK, so having access to this has been a godsend. But I'm just really excited to put the work in this now. It looks like events are going to be going ahead. Summertime-ish, so good thing because I get to take part in events. Bad thing because, oh my God, training volume is about to skyrocket. So yeah, exciting. I've got a lot of exciting changes going on in the next couple of weeks, which I'll keep you updated on. But it means that my training volume is going to become quite high, but managing that for myself is going to become a bit easier. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it really for today. I just wanted to give you an overview of how everything's looking. Bit of a training montage to show you what it's been like. Spoiler, it's been excellent. So yeah, overall just really quite happy with how things have gone, and I hope that you have enjoyed following along with the journey. If you do have any questions about any stage of the way, any step of the way, drop them in the comments down below and I will be sure to get back to you. I will be doing a video on a bit of a sort of 1 month review on how everything's been going, having put it through its paces, and I might do a video on how much it's all cost, start to finish, every element of it, just so I can give you a bit of an indication of what the process has been like. If that's something you're interested in, please comment down below and let me know and I will make it happen if so. Other than that, make sure you've watched part 1, part 2 and part 3, this part, but if you're hearing this you've probably got this far so you've watched part 3, but make sure you go back and watch part 1 and 2. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Again, if you have, make sure you dropped a like and that you subscribed down below. Other than that, see you next time.